Network Services Group, Bale Chevrolet, Edwards Food Giant, Genesis of Conway, Lion Legal Services, Kaufman by Design West, Malvern National Bank, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Blackman Auctions, Winrock Automotive, ABC Supply, and Advantage Service Company.
Jones now throwing to the end zone, and it is complete! A touchdown! Oh, my! I can't believe it! 31 yards to Decory Burns.
Darren McFadden breaks it up the middle. McFadden, big play. He's going to go. Darren McFadden is going to take it all the way. 80 yards for the touchdown. Darren McFadden, and Arkansas strikes just that quickly.
Adams is going to field it back at his own 5. Joe across the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Adams at the 30, and here we go. Joe's going to take it all the way. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. 95 yards on the punt return.
Here's the snap. It is low. The kick is blocked, and Arkansas covers.
Shotgun formation into the end zone. The pass is intercepted. Arkansas wins the ball game. Intercepted in the end zone. The Razorbacks have beaten the #1 team in the country.
It's time to dissect the game on the First Security Bank 5th quarter. We'll be talking Razorback football for the next 2 hours. This broadcast is brought to you by First Security Bank. Here are Randy Rainwater, Marcus Elliott, and Trey Schaff.
Second half, though, and the Longhorns have beaten Arkansas. Bobby Petrino and Steve Sarkisian make their way to midfield. A 28-point second half by Texas has propelled them to their 8th win of the season. Hogs drop to 2-9. Longhorns win it 52-37. Our final score in Austin.
And good evening. Welcome once again to the First Security 5th quarter postgame show. Marcus Elliott, Trey Schaff. I'm Randy Rainwater. Gentlemen, I'll start up front. I'm really at a loss for words. I am not sure what words. Mark, I think one of the first things you said to me was embarrassing. Okay, that's true. I guess
but that's not new, right?
Yeah,
nothing earth-shattering about that.
Let's see. I don't want to be too critical because I don't want this one guy to, want to ban me off of this show. So I've got to be careful. But Trey, let's get your feelings. We'll start with you tonight on what you witnessed firsthand, because I was chanting. Nobody but the dogs were listening to me, but I was chanting, Arch Manning, Heisman Trophy winner. Okay, Trey.
Needs to play Arkansas every week,
every
Trey.
game that Arkansas plays. Yeah, that's the thing. It seems like every game that Arkansas plays, the quarterback, they put him in the Heisman race. Arch came in as the front runner, I guess you could say, depending on who you talk to.
He was.
He looked like it today, but look at who he was playing. And Arkansas had no answer for him. Wide open receivers down the field. Defenders not within 5, 10, 15 yards of him. He was able to elude tackles, break out of tackles. Arkansas had no answer for him. And for it to even be as close as it was at the half was a little bit surprising, I think. And on our pregame show today, David picked Texas in a close game. I picked Arkansas in a close game. But after witnessing what I saw out here today, this Texas team, if they keep playing like this, I mean, they've got a chance next week to knock Texas A&M and give them their first loss of the season. Will that happen? Who knows? It's a quick turnaround. They play on Friday, but this is a very good Texas football team. Texas A&M is going to be a very good football team. It's going to be a good game next week. But for Arkansas, it's same song, 9th verse, Randy. Same song, 9th verse.
Yes.
Trey, let me ask you a question. What team, after playing Arkansas, didn't look like a very good football team?
I would say Mississippi State because there were so many penalties in that game that I think they were the only one that I would say didn't look like a very good team. But outside of that,
that's fair.
But Marcus, you bring up a good point there because Ole Miss was a one-score loss. Memphis was a one-score loss. Memphis
you're right.
Didn't end up having the season they wanted, obviously. Texas A&M, a one-score loss. Auburn, Mississippi State, a one-score loss. And then last week at LSU, a one-score loss. And that's what I think going into this game, looking at what Texas had done, their losses at Ohio State to start the season, at Florida, at Georgia, they had to have a punt return for a touchdown at Mississippi State to get that game into overtime and win it. And I thought maybe, just maybe, Arkansas would rally because of this history, the tradition, the rivalry here.
Right.
But apparently, Marcus, it's not like back in the day when you played for that hog on the helmet. You're playing for that bag, and some of these guys, they've got their bag, but there's no emotion there. There's no feeling there.
No, I agree
and Bobby, for the first time today, guys, he said there was some times where some players were coming off the field, just not saying the right things, and he was really upset about that. So maybe that they're –
Oh, Trey, you got to investigate that.
That they weren't all in.
Oh, they weren't all in?
He'll tell you.
Oh, wow.
They weren't all in.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, I'm not saying they weren't all in. It's just some of the things they were saying as they were leaving the field. It's like, it's kind of like they're starting to let go. But
it looked like
they've got one more game, 30-plus seniors. Yeah, and, they try to win it for the seniors next week. You win a trophy. Who knows? It's just disappointing season. And let me get this out of the way, too. I just put this out on Twitter. Pete Thamel today talks about Arkansas is nearing the end of its coaching search. Hello, even a blind squirrel can tell you that. The season's almost over. Of course they're nearing the end of the coaching search.
Well, it's a matter
what do you expect? They're going to wait till – yeah.
It's a matter of timing right now. Because if you're hiring someone –
they're going to wait till after Christmas?
Well, yeah, no. I don't think so. Nothing right now would surprise me about anything concerning this football program. Here's a comment I got by way of our D3 Auto Sales Buzz text line. You should replay any of the shows from the last few weeks and stay home. What's so bad? There's nothing left to talk about.
and it'll still be accurate because we'll be saying the same things.
All right. What I was going to say, the other thing I was going to say, Trey, and I was sharing this with Marcus. I said, this defense of Arkansas is so bad that I wouldn't even want to compare. I don't want to insult Georgia by comparing Arkansas's defense to Georgia, but the point I'm making is a week ago, and they showed him on the sideline sitting down with his helmet off, and he was crying. And I'm talking about Arch Manning.
Oh, the Georgia game?
After the Georgia, yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is at the. I don't even think the game was over at that time. I can't remember why or what happened, but they went to the bench, or the cameras went to the bench, showed him sitting there, and he was crying. And they were trying to console him. One of the coaches trying to console him. Well, today he was laughing because he was having such a good time. And what was the stat they threw up on television? I just kind of caught it out of the corner of my eye. And that was since 2000, I think the last time this happened was 2014. That is a quarterback who caught a pass for a touchdown, who ran for a touchdown, and then who passed.
And threw 4. He threw 4 touchdowns.
Well, wow. But I'm saying he was a receiver. So he had a touchdown that way.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
And then he ran for a touchdown, rushed for a touchdown, and then he threw for 35 or 40 touchdowns. How many that he had in the game?
Guys, think about this too, real quick. Bobby Petrino, the last 2 times he has been the head coach, whether it was permanent or interim, which today was interim, here inside of DKR, Texas has put 52 points on him. 104 points in 2 games scored on Bobby Petrino.
When we come back, there's going to be one happy camper, JW, because his quarterback got to play today, KJ Jackson. The First Security fifth quarter postgame show will continue in just a moment.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Thanksgiving is almost here, which means it's time to start thinking about your holiday plans. This year, save time along with the worry and hassle and let the team at Edwards Food Giant do it for you. Their turkey dinner includes the turkey as well as their signature cornbread dressing, giblet gravy, cranberry sauce, and dinner rolls. All fully cooked, homemade, and ready for you to heat and serve to your family. If that's not enough, their deluxe turkey dinner also includes sweet potato casserole, green beans, and apple pie. Now that's what I call a Thanksgiving spread. Click on edwardsfoodgiant.com to view their full menus and find out how to order your dinner.
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $500 million. So, what would you do if you won?
I would buy a mansion, buy my dream car.
I've always wanted to go to Dublin, sit in a pub, and just kind of see what life's like.
I'm probably going to pass out.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $500 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
I'm here with Laura Beth from Kaufman by Design West. Kaufman has over 7,000 square feet of beautiful new home decor pieces and design specialists on staff. See, that would be important for somebody like me who is design challenged.
Yeah, we have design specialists on staff and everything you need from lighting to flooring, designer hardware, and more.
And gift cards are available too. Check them out now. Kaufman by Design West, out west past Taylor Loop, 14900 Cantrell Road.
Or visit us online at kaufmanlumber.com.
This just in, there's a report out of the North Pole that Santa will not be in a sleigh this year. He has a new GV80 that he bought during the signature event at Genesis of Conway. According to a spokesman, it was the big offer that did it. The GV70, GV80, or G70 at 1.99% interest for 60 months. As for the reindeer, they'll be given 5 years off. A visit to Genesis of Conway, and you too will believe the future of luxury today.
It's never too early for Lowe's Black Friday deals. Snag some of our biggest savings of the season right now, like 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees. And get yourself free select DeWalt, Cobalt, or Craftsman tools when you buy a select battery or combo kit before the Black Friday rush. Because everyone loves free stuff, right? Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/3 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Check out the new clothing at Bell & Swart in Conway. A new cricket polo with Razorback logo, button-downs, vests, sweaters, slacks with UCA or Arkansas gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. Great staff, fantastic service. Bell & Swart, the only Central Arkansas men's store with a tailor on staff to fit you. So go now to Bell & Swart, 1011 Oak Street in Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Devin Bale will be the holder. Ashton No is the long snapper to give Arkansas an early lead. It's a good snap. Bale's hold is down. The kick's got plenty of distance, and Scott Starzyk drilled it. Starzyk from 51. And the Razorbacks, Quinn, jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Call the game off. Right there, should have called the game off. Just said, nope, we're not going to play anymore. We've got this 3-0 lead. We're leaving right now. We're headed back to Fayetteville. All right, let's talk with JW. JW, good afternoon, or evening, I should say. It's dark outside.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to the First
Hey,
Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show.
Yes, sir. Hey, Marcus, I've heard enough out of it. I heard that LeBron James is the greatest of all time. It's Michael Jordan. And then I hear you saying, oh, we got one in a lifetime turnover Green. And you hung on to that. So I'm just going to call you out on that. I guess you don't
What
think
you going to call me out
either.
on? What you going to call me out on?
You've been huffing down Green. You want to carry his flag for him. I mean, you think he's God made over. I mean, you defended him over and over. Don't even start that. Hey,
Don't
Randy,
start what?
got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you think this is very bad for Bobby Petrino? And here's why. We've been losing games. And it's been mostly turnovers by Taylor. You know, I don't think he's any better than last year. I don't. But here's the thing. What was I talking about?
Well, what you should have said, JW, what you should have said is the good Lord from above could come down and attempt to coach this football team, and I don't care if it's the good Lord coming down from above. He can't help this defense. This defense, this defense will beat any coach right now. Any coach.
My wife was trying to feed me chocolate raisins, and I was trying to talk. But
well, you must not agree with what I was just now saying, or you'd say something else. But I'm just saying, I don't care who's coaching this team right now. With this pathetic defense, they're not going to beat anybody.
Okay, but the team was let down. The air was let out as soon as Green threw that pitiful interception. So my question is, we've been losing these games by turnovers and interceptions and fumbles. And you got a guy sitting on the bench that you couldn't set Green a possession to calm down. It seems like to me he was pushing Green, while he's got a stud over there on the sideline.
So what happened when the stud get in? Did the stud turn it over? Did the stud turn? Did your substitute? Didn't he turn it over too?
Didn't 76 miss the block on the end?
No, he
76 missed the block all game.
He kind of waved at him.
That's the problem, JW.
Kind of waved at him. I thought he waved hi to him.
They missed blocks all year, JW. That's the problem.
Are you telling me Green ain't the problem at all?
Yes. I'm telling you, 76 missed blocks, and your replacement, your answer, turned the ball over because 76 missed the block. What Green does, he allows you to get away from some of those missed blocks.
Marcus, I believe you're one of those people that's been messing up Arkansas for almost 15 years now.
Well, you're right. You figured me out, JW. I'm sorry. You're right. You got me.
But I was just wondering, why didn't he play him a lot sooner? And this kid is like just out of high school last year, and this is like his first real year. I just don't understand why you can't see I got somebody here that can play. And it didn't take him long to settle in and make some good throws, make some good runs, make some good choices.
Turn it over.
I think that's on Bobby Petrino a little bit. I'll hang up.
I'm not sure what else you can add to that.
Our bad teams.
Mm-hmm.
and they find a way to lose games, no matter what. And losing becomes a habit. Losing becomes the next expectation. I think they start. I think they're very undisciplined. They're very on both sides of the ball, if I'm being honest. They're just not a good football team. What was good today, and you guys ought to, give me some kudos on this, was a field goal kicker. Very impressed with the field goal kickers today. That's about it.
Wow. Wow.
Well, come on, guys. Hey, that's positive.
That first
kickers.
one, it was good from what, 51? Where was that last week? You kicked that one last week. You're in overtime. You might have won that game.
Guys, when I say something good about kicking, nobody recognizes it.
Well, no, I'm still stunned. So I'm trying
That's
to.
about all that was good I saw. Anyway.
I don't know if you noticed today. This is totally separate from what we're talking about. First round of the playoffs today. That is Division II.
Yeah.
Happened in Searcy, Arkansas.
Nice win.
And once again, the Harding Bison rolled. They beat number 14, Northwest Missouri State, 38-16. Now, this young man has actually been phenomenal this year. His name is Andrew Miller. With today's 195 yards, he rushed for 195 yards and a touchdown. He surpassed 3,000 yards for his career, and he still has another year to go.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And the Great American Conference Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Braden Jay, he added a touchdown. And but they advance 38-16 to round number 2 of the playoffs.
Wow.
So I wanted to give praise
to a good
something that positive happened today. And Andrew now should have right at 1,500 yards for the season with today's 195.
We're going to do a first security fifth quarter post game.
Yeah, I think we need to. I think we need to.
I agree.
Well, what we really need to do is not worry about next week with Missouri, and let's just go up to Searcy and
get my vote.
Yeah, and after the game is over, we'll do a first security fifth quarter post game show.
Let's do it. Are we really interested in what's going to happen with Missouri?
Well, it's going to make a lot of people really angry, only because the fact that once again you have a loss to those Missouri Tigers. You got to have that rubbed in your face. All right, we'll come back with more of the First Security fifth quarter postgame show. Marcus Elliott, Trey Shapp, I'm Randy Rainwater. JK, hang in there. You're next up. Right back after this timeout.
The great American pastime. Do you smell that? That's the smell of men being men. I think I'm ready. On 103.7 The Buzz. KABC Little Rock.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
Attention Central Arkansas. If you're looking for reliable home and business services, look no further. For over 45 years, Advantage Service Company has been your local expert in HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs with outstanding customer service from licensed technicians ready to help with every step. Call or text today and enjoy peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Cheer on your favorite university and call Advantage Service Company. Your comfort is just a call away. 501-1-CALL. 501-663-2255.
Hi, I'm Hunter Bale at Bell Chevrolet. 5 generations and over a century of taking care of Arkansas. That's something we're proud to stand behind. And we're proud to welcome the all-new Bale GMC in Danville to the Bale family. That's right. We can now offer all the great GMC trucks and SUVs that we all love. Come see why it's really better at Bale and shop new Chevys with financing as low as 0% available right now. That's Bale Chevy and BaleChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
0% APR for 36 months. WAC.
Lost in the real estate jungle? Boundary or easement dispute? Title problem? Hire Lion Legal. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of legal lions. When in war, you need the roar. For exceptional communication and exceptional results in all real estate-related legal matters, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. When Joan Kennedy died recently at the age of 89, obituaries noted her grace, elegance, beauty, and even musical ability. Unfortunately, they also mention her ex-husband Ted Kennedy's shabby treatment of a woman who deserved much, much better. Those of us who are married have a charge from Almighty God to love and care for our wives, not to make them miserable. The greatest gift I can give my 2 sons is to love their mother. Remember, the things we do in life echo in eternity. Doublebee's has some hot, fresh Renoco coffee waiting for you. The roast you want is waiting for you. The machine grinds the beans and puts some liquid goodness in your cup. Doesn't that sound good right now? Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go for Joe. That's Doublebee's.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where did I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Bale is the holder. Stars it good a few moments ago from 51. It's a good snap. The hold is down. The kick is away, and it is good. So Starzik's 2 for 2, and Arkansas is within 1. Razorbacks go 60 yards in 7 plays.
And welcome back once again to the First Security fifth quarter postgame show. Marcus Elliott, Trey Shep, standing by in Austin, Texas. I'm Randy Rainwater. Let's go right back to the phone lines. Let's talk to JK. JK, good evening. Welcome to the First Security fifth quarter postgame show.
Hey, guys. You know, I like Bobby Petrino, and we can score 40 points, but we need a defensive head coach for me. Maybe Bobby Petrino can hang around, but we need a defense. I mean, it is disgusting. These guys on the back side, on the back end, can't. I mean, they can't get it. No. I've seen that guy. He was down the field like 15 yards for a touchdown. These guys on this defense don't get it. We need a defensive-minded coach, and hopefully Petrino would stick around. But that's just my point.
Yeah.
The point is that we score 40 points, but the other team scores 42. It just makes sense to me that we've got to hire a defensive coach, head coach, okay? And I'll hang up and listen. What do you guys think?
That's by all indications, I'm just, from what I've been told, that Arkansas is looking, that seems to be their preference, of wanting a defensive-minded head coach and hire supposedly an elite offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I don't think Bobby will be a candidate for the offensive coordinator next year. I just don't see that happening. I see
Randy,
a clean
with the
slate.
decision coming soon.
Right.
So I think I'm not sure it has to be either. I just think you got to really have a good football coach that understands discipline, that understands what it takes at a school like Arkansas, and demand those things. One, somebody can get players in today's environment. You know,
it starts with the evaluations, Mark.
There you go.
Take money.
There you go.
But
there
it's
you
going
go.
to take money too.
Yep. It's going to take money, Trey. You're absolutely right, but I think Randy hit it. You're going to have somebody that can evaluate players and correctly fit them into their program, what they believe in, into their system,
right,
and then demand excellence from them, discipline them. That's how Arkansas has always had to do it when it competed at that level, because it's never going to have the number of 5 stars or 4 stars.
Nope.
But they've always got to be able to be disciplined in their lineups and their techniques, everything, and they just can't have those letdowns. And you got to find a coach that can do that, and defensively, and Arkansas scores points
in spite of themselves.
They make a lot of mistakes. Randy, they don't block anybody at times. You know, it's a wonder that Green or Jackson or here's the thing. Michael Washington probably should have had the ball 30 times a day. 30 times.
Could he have held up?
Well, why not? But make him fail. Give him feed the boy the ball. They had a little scheme. Every play's not going to break, but then play off of that. Don't demand so much from that one position. I think that's where I get it. Green is an intoxicating talent. He can do some things, but then you expose him to some things, and he hurts you. And not just that. They didn't block Texas. Jackson felt that pressure. So I don't know. I think, I know a lot of people got upset with me early on when I was saying that Petrino wasn't the answer, but he's just not.
Let's talk with Corey. Corey, good evening. Welcome to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show.
Sorry, Mr. Rainwater.
How are you?
Choking on some pepperoni pizza with pepper on it from Double B's.
All right. Should have gotten the Supreme. You would have choked up on the Supreme.
I was just listening to you guys, but no. My question was, I watched the game with Missouri and Oklahoma, and I saw how it was physical in the first half, and then, of course, Oklahoma took over in the second half. It kind of gave me the same feel as what Arkansas and Texas game was. So I want to get y'all's take on what y'all think of the defense perspective on that was. But what I really want to pinpoint on is the fact that K. Jackson coming in there in the second half, I really honestly feel like he's our next tier quarterback. I feel that he really shows poise, and he showed what his ability was, even under pressure and knowing that the game was out of hand, and I have perspective on that as well.
Yeah. No, I think Jackson did some good things.
Randy? You got choked up?
Yeah, he got a little choked up. I think he did some good things. He's good. He's going to survive. Looks like. But
I was so excited about KJ's performance, I got all choked up.
Yeah.
I think he did some good things. I think sometimes it's in a game like that, it's a little easier to come in. Teams aren't necessarily ready for you. I think he is going to be a little easier for teams to prepare for, though, and put pressure on. So, but I think he competed. That's the thing. I think he's a competitor. I think he's got good size. I think he's a good athlete. Is he going to break a game for you? Probably not. But I think he's going to be a steady quarterback that's going to make some plays every now and then for you.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Everything that we are basing this on is off of what even back, I forget when, Sam Pittman made the statement that they wouldn't be, quote, going into the portal. This is back when he was head coach, obviously. But they would not be going into the portal, the need for a quarterback because of K.J. Jackson. They felt like this was the next guy that'd be up. Well, new guy comes in, not necessarily saying he's going to have that same opinion. He may want to, you just don't know.
Yeah.
Well, there was a quarterback that was committed to a school that's in high school that plays down the road.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, Kane Archer. He decommitted from UCF. What does that mean?
From UCF. So what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Does he know something that some others don't know about who might be the new coach of Arkansas?
But you're kind of reading between the lines as I am.
And then Randy and Marcus, let's talk about this too. In the summer and in fall camp, we were told that the defense would be better.
Who told you that?
We were fed that.
Oh yeah,
from the coaches.
They were so much faster. Yeah. They were so much bigger. They would be able to play man to man.
Yeah.
I wrote down. I may do this next week just for the fun of it. But, I mean, it's almost like kicking a dog.
Go back and pull the notes out.
The notes that I took when Sam Pittman spoke at the Little Rock Touchdown Club back before Game 1.
At the Touchdown Club, that's right.
And all the comments he made about the defense. And my goodness gracious.
Randy, I think I said it really early in the season. I said I really think this staff knows they're going to have to outscore teams because that defense was horrendous, even against the directional schools they were playing.
Alabama, A&M, Arkansas State.
There is nothing on defense. And if I can say it, they're coaching it, I know they had to know.
Either that or they are the worst evaluators that's ever walked the earth.
You're right about
All
that.
right, back with more of the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show in just a moment.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
At ABC Supply, when you've got a job to do, we do too. When your success depends on getting the details right, we're there for you every step of the way. Delivering more than materials, delivering passion, commitment, and the confidence to help you get the job done easier. Our teams understand the obstacles you face in building your business and reputation, because living up to our promises is how we help you live up to yours.
For location and product information, call ABC Supply in North Little Rock at 501-955-0777 or visit abcsupply.com.
This is Thomas Blackman's Blackman Auction. Since 1938, we've handled many different types of auctions. We sold bulldozers, excavators, farm tractors, farms, locomotives, fully custom rail cars, vehicles, Harley-Davidsons, cows, lake houses, hunting properties, pickups, heavy trucks, big trailers, plus hundreds of other random things. Honestly, if it's for sale, we probably sold it. Our knowledge and experience is priceless, much like your hard-earned assets. Since 1938, better auctions have always been Blackman Auctions.
This winter, celebrate the joy of the season in a new all-electric SUV from Cadillac. Make every drive exciting with the innovative technology in Optic. Arrive confidently with the sophisticated styling of Lyric and discover the comfort of the spacious 3-row Vistic. Experience EV luxury like never before at the season's best sales event. Visit your Cadillac showroom today.
This holiday season, Target has your back with irresistibly cool gifts for everyone on your list. For the trendsetter, start with affordable beauty kits and gift sets. Need something the whole fam will love? Grab snuggly matching fits in every size and style. And for the thrill seekers, don't forget the hottest toys and tech of the season. Target's got you covered with the best deals for endless fun. Shop in store or online. And step into the holidays with Target. Restrictions apply.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go.
Chances are, this Thanksgiving you'll take your family to grandmother's house. But every year, hundreds never make it because they weren't buckled up.
This is Thanksgiving Day.
Arkansas law enforcement wants to make sure you arrive safely, so buckle up. Wearing your seatbelt not only saves you from getting a ticket, it could save your life.
Click it or ticket. A reminder from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
We're keeping Arkansas beautiful. Want to lend a hand? Don't be afraid to get them dirty. Every day, volunteers around the state are picking up litter, planting trees and wildflowers, recycling, and more. You know what these volunteers need most? Help. Volunteer today at keeparkansasbeautiful.com. Learn more about all our programs. A message brought to you by the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
Going to turn, hand it to Washington, trying to get outside, inside the 20, inside the 15, at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Arkansas! Mike Washington just kept bouncing off tacklers. He goes 22 yards for a score.
Welcome back once again to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott, Trey Schapp. I'm Randy Rainwater. How many times, Mark, over the years, we hadn't said it this year for sure, but over the years, would we say, that guy just made some money? Yep. Two things, two different aspects of his game. Mike Washington made money today, in my opinion, and I'm talking at the National Football League level. Not only with his running, he ran physical today. There was one guy, I think it was 17, I can't remember his precise exact number, but Mike Washington just bowled him over. I mean, just knocked him flat on his backside. Yeah. And then a couple of his receptions today, I thought, made him some money catching the ball because he was, I don't have the official numbers, but
went over 1,000 yards for the
season. Went over 1,000, but
105 rushing and receiving.
Yeah, how many times was he targeted, Trey?
Well, I'm not sure how many. He was targeted 7 times today, and 41 yards after catch. His longest was 26. He finished with 43. So my Little Rock Parkview High math, that's 148 total yards.
Yeah. Probably should have touched the ball a lot more. Arkansas probably should have run the ball, featured him more.
Yeah, he rushed 17 times.
Get more creative in your run approach. I think that's been a mistake all year by Petrino and the staff. I think Michael Washington and we said this earlier, is a difference maker. Just didn't see it, and I get it. I understand, but But, man, I think they missed the ball on him.
Well, another guy they have underused as of late, not today, finally, and that is Rohan Jones.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He had 5 receptions, 82 yards, targeted 7 times. And Platt, I never thought of him as being a big-time receiver. Looked like to be at times a decent blocker.
It's open, though.
But,
yeah.
He's number 83. But he had 4 receptions today for 66 yards. He was targeted 7 times. So, All right, let's talk to LC. LC, good evening. Welcome to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show.
Hey, guys. Thank God it's almost over.
Mm-hmm.
We got 1 week left.
Wait till next year.
My goodness. Yeah, well, I tell you what, like you said, that somebody has got to evaluate some talent, and the back end has got to start. They got to figure out what they can do back there, because that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
To see those guys running that far. That was ridiculous.
They had 11,
Marcus,
11 plays. Texas had 11 plays of 15 yards or more in the passing
game. How many teams scored 15 in Arkansas this year? How many teams?
I'll tell you that in give me a couple of seconds. I'll tell you.
Yeah, we were just
talking. Marcus, we got a good second string. We got a good second string quarterback. It's just, I'm with you in some regards. Talon was running for his life. And he didn't have a fair shot at it, and he's had 2 years to do it. But it's just, I think the other guy's quicker between the ears.
Well,
we'll
see. He's gonna get a shot. We'll see. You better get somebody to block for him, though.
We'll see. No, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I only have one question left. Do you think that we can figure out some way the Cowboys, Trey, this is for you too, can whip those nasty Eagles tomorrow?
I hope so. I like to rush up the middle defensively now.
It's serious. It's gotten a lot stouter, it seems like, so we'll find out what happens.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
How about those Packers? Oh,
what?
LC's gone.
Randy? I'm looking forward to that game tomorrow. I think it'll be a good game.
You heading over, Trey?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
That's back-to-back games that your boy TS is going to make. Vegas and now the Cowboys.
Nice.
Against the Eagles tomorrow.
Nice.
But I'll miss Thanksgiving Day, unfortunately.
Why?
Marcus, Notre Dame scored 56 on Arkansas.
They did that in the first quarter.
Closest, almost. Yeah, the next closest was A&M scored 45.
Okay, so just two.
Just two teams, Notre Dame and Texas.
But I think
50 burgers.
I think in SEC games only, though, Arkansas is allowing like 36 points a game in SEC play only. Of course, there's only 4 non-conference
and they've lost
games.
1, 2, 3, 4 by 3 points.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous how different things could be just winning those close games. It is ridiculous.
Well, actually, the LSU game was a 1-point score, so yeah.
Navy Mike, good evening. Welcome to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show.
Hello, Randy, and Marcus and Trey. Randy, the college landscape is, especially, when it comes to quarterbacks, it reminds me of the NFL back in the 2000s. Where they were paying these college guys straight out of college. These massive contracts, $50, $60, $70 million just straight out of the gate. And when those guys would either turn into the bust or they would massively underperform, like guys like the money in the world. He took a step back and said, you know what? handed out all this money to these unproven guys. Even we don't even have the money to probably sustain that. So we're gonna have to change something, and they did. They figured out. Let's make a cap. They can prove themselves, and then we can pay them when they pan out. And if they don't, then we didn't lose much. I think college is right where that is right there now. You give these guys multi-million-dollar deals to come in, maybe from a lower level or maybe a lesser conference, and then they come up into the SEC, kind of like Talon. And when they underperform, you just got to eat it, And the excuse last year was, well, Talon, he's only had 1 year in the system. Give him another year, and he'll be just fine in Bobby and in year 2. Well, that is absolutely not the case. But it is what it is. He's been paid. Whoever funded his stay here just got to the cleaners, And as good as a quarterback talent evaluator as Bobby is, and we all know he is, he just whiffed on this one.
Here's the problem, Mike. As they said on television, he leads the country. Taylor Green he's produced in many ways. The team hasn't. They made mistakes, but Taylor Green, he can say, well, wait a minute, I lead the SEC in this, and this, and this. He can say, I earned my money. The people around me didn't help me, but listen, I lead the SEC in total offense, rushing, touchdowns. He can always say, we got the worst defense in the world, and my line got me killed. So that person that paid him,
he made some key. He was probably two edges of the same sword. With the mistakes he would make dazzling plays, and then he would make boneheaded mistakes the next play. Yeah. So, but anyways, I'll just that was my thoughts on it. I'll get you guys comments on that, and you guys have a good evening.
Okay.
Well, until you actually get a legitimate salary cap, and where you have to actually manage your money, you can call it a salary cap now only because of the fact that supposedly these schools got $20.7 million. That is the Power 4 schools. But we knew that a certain percentage of that, not 100%, would go to the football program. You had other programs that were going to get their piece of that little pie. And that's where this NIL became another major issue, because you still got to augment these numbers, because we did the math one time. There is no way, with $16 million or thereabouts, with no additional NIL, that you can put a competitive two deep out there on the field.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, regardless of what you pay one player, you still got to evaluate and pay the right players on defense.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And you got to keep those that you let get away. You determine, well,
what's it going to take, though, Marcus?
Let me finish. Let me finish this, Trey, real quick, and I'm going to let you finish. So you had some players, you made a determination they weren't worth keeping or competing against whoever they transferred with. Then that's where the mistake happened to cause you to be in the shape you are defensively. Then you go out and you evaluate players to replace those folks, and they don't even come close.
You think Isaiah Satania's happy he left?
Oh, my gosh.
Of course. And he plays offense, though.
That made me sick.
Well, yeah, but still, he's making plays.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you've over the years, you've had to try to keep defenders. If you're this bad on defense, it's because you didn't evaluate or make the decision to keep the right players as well.
But, Marcus, what's it going to take? I mean, David and I have talked about this till we're blue in the face and just tired of it. Mm-hmm. When we get back to the VRBO tonight, I'm sure we're going to talk about what needs to happen. As a former player, what needs to happen for this to turn around? Because when Vanderbilt is a win away from getting in the college football playoff.
That's an amazing story, Trey.
I mean, Everybody laughed at Clark Lee when he first got up there at SEC football media days, and his goal was to try and win a national title at Vanderbilt. Yeah. Randy, you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody chuckled.
Yes, we did.
If not out loud, inside.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? They're going if they beat Tennessee next week, they will have a chance to do just that. They'll have to win a lot of games to do it, but they would be 4 wins away from it, but at least they have a chance. When Vanderbilt, Indiana have surpassed Arkansas, really? Did you ever think that there would come a day when Indiana and Vanderbilt would have better football programs than the University of Arkansas?
Yeah. No. You know, I think it's going to take going back, making it really is about this, guys. It's about getting the right players. So evaluating. It's also going back to being better on the line of scrimmage. Okay. You look at Vanderbilt. There's nobody on Vanderbilt's team that really scares you, but they beat you. Surprisingly, they are so sound with their on the line of scrimmage, technique-wise, defensively and offensively. It allows them to compete against teams that are better than they are actually from a talent standpoint. I think you say the same thing even with Georgia Tech, who's getting beat tonight. But Georgia Tech is just a physical football team, and they beat you on the line of scrimmage. They do have a big quarterback, but he's not a threat necessarily. They just beat you up, and I think you got to have a coach that understands that type of game and that can get those players and that can develop those players. And like I've always said with Arkansas, they're going to have to recruit players and then transition them. Project them to another position where they can become dominant.
Be like those Jimmy Johnson Miami Hurricanes, where
a lot of work for whoever the new coach is.
You had him as signed him as a safety, but then you walked him down to a linebacker.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And they could all run.
Dominant.
This is the First Security fifth quarter post-game show. Stay tuned. See you, Trey.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Unstoppable, unmistakable. Defender is built for those who carve their own path. At Land Rover Little Rock, experience the legendary capability, rugged design, and modern technology that make Defender a true icon. Whether it's city streets or untamed terrain, Defender delivers strength with style. This is more than a drive, it's a mission. Visit Land Rover Little Rock off I-430 and test drive the Defender today. Learn more at LandRoverLittleRock.com.
Thanksgiving is almost here, which means it's time to start thinking about your holiday plans. This year, save time along with the worry and hassle and let the team at Edwards Food Giant do it for you. Their turkey dinner includes the turkey as well as their signature cornbread dressing, giblet gravy, cranberry sauce, and dinner rolls. All fully cooked, homemade, and ready for you to heat and serve to your family. If that's not enough, their deluxe turkey dinner also includes sweet potato casserole, green beans, and apple pie. Now that's what I call a Thanksgiving spread. Click on EdwardsFoodGiant.com to view their full menu and find out how to order your dinner.
In today's digital world, compliance isn't just a box to check, it's a necessity. Network Services Group will help you navigate the complex landscape of cybersecurity regulations, making sure your business stays compliant and secure. Stay ahead of the curve. Focus on what really matters, growing your business. Network Services Group, your partner in compliance for banks and medical organizations.
Network Services Group. One call does it all.
With Progressive, renters can save on protection for the things that make your place yours, even things that don't make sense to everyone.
People always wonder why I don't get rid of my guitar since I never play. But it's like, what if I actually end up taking lessons? Sure, I've had it for 8 years, but if I get rid of it, then what will my New Year's resolution be next January?
Exactly. So bundle your renters and auto and save with Progressive and protect the things that make sense to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms and conditions.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-317-2277. That's 800-317-2277.
Hey, have you seen those car ads where Christmas morning someone gets a car for Christmas? Does that actually happen? Well, when you hear what they're doing at Genesis of Conway, that scene might just become reality. During the Genesis of Conway signature event, you can fall in love with the GV70, GV80, or G70 for 1.99% interest for 60 months. Now you know why we say Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spraying. Or stop by 65th and University.
Green's in the gun. They bring a man in motion. Talon, zone read, option right at the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. Talon Green.
And welcome back once again to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott. I'm Randy Rainwater. Trey, they ran him out of the press box. That's pretty normal. When you start thinking about that game was over almost 3 hours ago. So I understand that. All right. We're going to talk to DK, and then we're going to hear from Coach Bobby Petrino. We'll do that next. But first, let's talk to DK. DK, good evening. Welcome to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show.
Good evening, gentlemen. Oh, I got just a couple of things. Brad Spence, wasn't he once a Razorback?
He was. He was. He transferred.
And he played?
Played today for Texas.
Yes, sir, on the defensive side.
Mm-hmm. On the defensive side. He was a linebacker for Arkansas. Yes.
And a better one, I believe, than number 10 that we got.
Don't get me started on number 10.
Tough day.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, and then Clark Lee, he wasn't a splash hire. The same way with Cincinnati. Everybody keep throwing them names out. But that's why I told you, Arkansas never step out like that because they want a big name, splash hire, somebody who done played in SEC. Pavia, I think he came from New Mexico somewhere, Mountain West somewhere.
He came with that coach, didn't he?
Yeah, he.
No.
But yeah, but I'm saying he's not SEC. He's not an SEC caliber player though. He's not from the SEC. So how is he doing what he's doing in the SEC? Shamless. How is he doing what he's doing in the SEC? That's all I keep hearing about is the SEC. The SEC is overrated. Now, if there's any hillbillies out there, don't y'all get offended. I'm just using Nick Saban on words now. He said he's a West Virginia hillbilly. A hillbilly came down here and conquered the SEC. He couldn't win up there in the Big Ten, but he conquered the SEC, and y'all crowned him king. The SEC is overrated. I get tired of hearing that. We want somebody with a good scheme, a good coaching method. I don't care that his name, you don't know about him, you ain't heard of him. If you look at his track record and it's a winning, proven method, that's the guy that needs to be on the sideline. That's Bob Chesney.
DK.
And then I'm going to get off of here. Yes, sir.
Well, I want to ask you this. Do you believe in the philosophy you get what you pay for? Do you believe in that philosophy? You get what you pay for.
Well, I've heard people say that, Randy, that good stuff ain't cheap, and cheap stuff ain't no good. And I also heard there's a sucker born every minute. If you gonna tell me this shirt worth $1,800 and somebody gonna give you $1,800 for this shirt, well, hey, it's a sucker born every minute.
The reason why I say that, because in my opinion, for what it's worth, what Arkansas is willing to pay is what they're going to get.
Yeah.
Now, you can be that
and
blind hog, and you might find that acre, but I'm just simply saying,
yep,
you're going to pay. You're
Well,
going to get what you pay for.
If they want an SEC, a man that's been in the SEC, and he got Arkansas ties. That's Gus Malzahn. I heard Justin badmouth and poor mouth him talking about this, that, and other. He gonna get North verified, but I think Florida State got the number one offense in the ACC. That's Gus calling them plays. So, but I'm gonna leave that at that. And I'm gonna say this about the defense. The defense keep you in the game until halftime, and then for whatever reason, the offensive team that went in don't come out, and so the defense have to stay constantly on the field. And, hey, fatigue make cowards out of us all. So I don't know where the offense go, but when they come out the second half, it ain't the same team. They done had this all season long where they just said, 28-10 or 28-13. They get outscored the second half all season long. I don't know what's going on right then and there. I don't know what kind of adjustment they doing. I don't know what's going on, but I ain't going to try to figure it out. I ain't trying to end up in no padded room. Have a good one.
That's pretty good.
All right. Oh, by the way, Brad Spence, he was number 14 in your program. He factored in on one tackle today. One tackle. So he didn't exactly tear up the statistic sheet. Okay. Now, yeah, let's do this. Let us hear from the Damon, is that second one? Both of them are saying Coach Petrino post-game. Do we have any players? Okay, I'll go ahead and play this. Here is head coach, interim coach, Bobby Petrino.
Yeah, I felt like in the second half out there it was a old-fashioned ass kicking. They got after us. We couldn't stop them. I was worried going into the game that it might be a game where Arch, they try to get him going and get him confidence and really air it out, and they did. And in the first half we did a pretty good job of keeping up offensively. And then in the second half, those two turnovers just kill you. The one that's should be an easy first down. We had an assignment error on it, but you can't just do what Talon did with the ball. And then the KJ sack, fumble, return for a touchdown. They came after him on that play. We had a real conscious effort all day long to make sure number one didn't get after us and didn't beat us. We chipped him a number of times. We did a good job of it. We slid the protection to him almost all day long. But that one, they brought him all, and he ends up one-on-one, and he got us, But I did like the way KJ came in and played and competed and, showed toughness. And I thought he gave us a spark when he came in.
So Taylor was kind of pounding on his hamstrings, but could he have gone back in, or what was his status?
Oh, well, initially it was a no. And I don't know what the exact injury was. As soon as that happens, you start preparing KJ to get ready to go and what we're going to do with him in there. And then there was a period of time where they said Talon's back up, and I said, no, we're going to finish this one with KJ and keep him playing.
What was Talon? Was he trying to throw it to Rohan there, or was he trying to just get rid of it, or what?
Yeah, it's a hell of a question. Rohan made an assignment there. He's supposed to run a flat route to the flat. It's the play we've used a lot, a number of times. Had a number of times we've ran in the end zone with it, and he just made an assignment error. And when you do that, you can't just throw the ball, So it was a total panic play and turnover, and unfortunate because, shouldn't happen, can't happen.
Seemed like there was an opportunity. You guys are going back and forth up and down the field, just kind of trading scores, and then defense finally gets that 3 and out, and the offense goes 3 and out, and then defense gets another stop in offense. But what happened in those moments? Just seemed like you guys were moving the ball well and then just couldn't.
Yeah, it did. And the third down got us, thought we had Sharp open on the sideline, and the throw was high, and then he said that he looked back and the sun was there, so he didn't see the ball, so it's unfortunate because we got the play we wanted, we got the matchup we wanted. I thought we had a first down and we just don't execute it. And that's kind of the story of the year where we have things there and all of a sudden we don't execute them or make mistakes. But that would have been nice to be able to take the ball and go score at that time. That would have helped tremendously. But they threw the ball deep now. They ran it down. They made a lot of plays. They're good. They got good wide receivers. They got good speed, and we just couldn't get to them enough. We couldn't put enough pressure on them. And I thought there was a moment where we had him. He made some errant throws because we were getting close and getting to him. But he came back and made some really nice plays.
There were a lot of moments where it seemed like somebody almost had their arms around him, ready to sack him, and couldn't finish it. Is that more on your defensive players needing to execute, or is that him being elusive, or both?
Yeah, it's probably both, but it's also a credit to him. He's big, strong, fast dude that kept his poise and kept his eyes down the field. He made some really nice plays out of the pocket, and we've made those mistakes this year before where we rush past the quarterback, and it's going to make you hurt, make you pay if you rush past the quarterback. You got to be disciplined enough to get as his depth and spin back inside and not give him that angle to run at.
What impressed you the most maybe about KJ's performance when he came in?
Number one, he was really executing the offense, doing what you want him to do. He made good decisions. I thought he threw the ball pretty well, pretty accurate. Mixed it around, when he came in. He got the ball to the tight ends, the running back, both receivers, all three receivers, I guess it is. So I thought that was a credit to. Usually when you're doing that, you understand the defense and you take what they give you, and you're not trying to force anything. So I was happy with the way he played, except for the turnover, obviously. But one heck of a run for a touchdown.
What changed? Because you had the 3 stops before the first half, or before halftime, and then they kind of found their gear again. What specifically changed maybe for your defense from that end of the second quarter to the third quarter?
Yeah, the big plays. They made the big plays. They protected it and threw it down the field, and we had a couple in the first half where we caught up and made him not catch the ball, got our hand in there and made a couple plays, but in the second half they got by us and made the catch.
Yeah, just to follow up, what's it like watching Texas not have any fear against the secondary and just keep doing it even when it wasn't working?
Yeah, it's not just the secondary. When you do that, it means you have a lot of confidence in your pass protection, and you can block it up and have that time, and it kind of works together. When you have the time, you can air it out and throw it deep with the guy with that kind of an arm.
What would you say to the team? This is 9 losses in a row. You got one more game left this season. What did you tell them in the locker room?
Yeah, I told them that was a good old-fashioned ass-kicking, number one, and we competed, played our ass off in the first half, right there where we want to be. And then in the second half, we couldn't get off the field. And offensively, we turned the ball over and gave them their opportunities. For the first time, I felt like there was a couple of guys on the team that's attitude wasn't where it needed to be, and that that's not what we are, not what we want. We've got a whole bunch of guys in the room that have one more game left, and I asked them if they would make sure that we finish practicing correctly and get ready to play, and we're back at home and go out and work as hard as we can to get a win at home.
Did you see enough from KJ that you would consider starting him next week or Taylor?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit premature to ask that. It's a good question, no question about that. But I really haven't thought about it one bit. But I understand the question for sure.
Just for clarification, the Devin Bale punt that only went 21 What did you see, or what did they tell you?
Yeah, I think it went out of bounds on that angle, and it wasn't a good situation. So when I looked up and saw it, I was glad he stopped where he did stop.
Bobby, whenever you say the attitude slipped a little bit, what's your level of disappointment to see some things like that happen as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think what they've done a nice job of is sticking together and, practicing hard and working hard and competing. And they competed hard, most of them. But there was just a few things I saw coming off the sideline, a few miles running that we haven't had. So I was just disappointed in that.
It seemed like Arch was really elusive in the pocket, had good awareness on top of the pass pro. Is that things that you've been seeing in film, or did he kind of take it up a notch today?
We had a little bit more room and time today. I mean, he'd been getting hit a lot, and he had a little bit more time today in his movement. I mean, the kid's a really good quarterback. I said this week that a lot of times the quarterback gets all the blame, and that's an occupational hazard because you chose to be the quarterback. So when things don't go good, it's on your shoulders. That's just how it is. But a lot of times if you're not playing up to your capabilities, the 10 guys around you aren't doing their job all the time too. So, but you don't really see those. You just see the quarterback, make a bad throw. But it ended up being there was 2 rushers right in his face and one guy hitting him as the ball was released. So they get the heat. They chose to be a quarterback. That goes with it.
Does the message just stay like keep battling away, keep pounding away? Is there a little bit more urgency?
There's not a lot left, The message is we got 30-some kids that will walk on senior day, and they got 1 left. They've put a whole bunch of investment into this game of football for their entire life. Let's do it better next week for 1 more week and go out there and compete as hard as you possibly can and, be able to come off that field and feel like I finished my career with the best possible attitude and toughness and commitment that I could.
Michael Washington went over 1,000 today, and I mean he's really kind of toting the load with the running back room down. Just maybe what you thought of him this season.
Yeah, it was really hot in the first half, and he got nicked a little bit. And then, we weren't really the same running the ball in the second half, particularly when you get down. But Mike's a heck of a player, and he's a really good package. He's going to play for a while. He's pass pro, he can catch, he's fast, he runs the ball really well. He's a pretty good inside runner on short yardage. It's a nice package, and he's done a really nice job this year for us. He's competed extremely hard and has had a great attitude. He changed the running back room with his positive attitude, made Braylon better. Can't say enough good things about him.
And that was head coach Bobby Petrino and his thoughts on today's game. This is the First Security 5th Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott. I'm Randy Rainwater. When we come back, we will hear from Mike Washington. Yeah. This is the First Security 5th Quarter Postgame Show. Stay with us.
Thanksgiving is almost here, which means it's time to start thinking about your holiday plans. This year, save time along with the worry and hassle and let the team at Edwards Food Giant do it for you. Their turkey dinner includes the turkey as well as their signature cornbread dressing, giblet gravy, cranberry sauce, and dinner rolls. All fully cooked, homemade, and ready for you to heat and serve to your family. If that's not enough, their deluxe turkey dinner also includes sweet potato casserole, green beans, and apple pie. Now that's what I call a Thanksgiving spread. Click on edwardsfoodgiant.com to view their full menu and find out how to order your dinner.
At ABC Supply, when you've got a job to do, we do too. When your success depends on getting the details right, we're there for you every step of the way. Delivering more than materials, delivering passion, commitment, and the confidence to help get the job done easier. Our teams understand the obstacles you face in building your business and reputation. Because living
or visit abcsupply.com.
Attention Central Arkansas. If you're looking for reliable home and business services, look no further. For over 45 years, Advantage Service Company has been your local expert in HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs with outstanding customer service from licensed technicians ready to help with every step. Call or text today and enjoy peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Cheer on your favorite university and call Advantage Service Company. Your comfort is just a call away. 501-1-CALL. 501-663-2255.
The great American pastime. Do you smell that? That's the smell of men being men. I think I'm ready. On 103.7 The Buzz. KABC Little Rock.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable scent boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppables beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
Black Friday savings are here at the Home Depot, which means it's time to add new cordless power to your collection. Right now, when you buy a select battery kit from one of our top brands like Ryobi or Milwaukee, you'll get a select tool from that same brand for free. Click into one of our best deals of the season and stock up on tools for all your upcoming projects. Get Black Friday savings happening now at the Home Depot. Limit 1 per transaction. Exclusions apply. Full eligible tool list in-store and online.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See Shelter Agent Madison Buse in England, Matt Cooper in Russellville, or Todd Session in Morrilton today.
For 55 years, you've trusted Sigma Supply for all your packaging and shipping needs. And now, as part of Brady Plus, they've got even more to offer. From janitorial supplies, facility supplies, and food service disposables, Sigma Supply has you covered. Ordering is a breeze with over 50,000 new products online at sigmasupply.com. Call or text sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600 and ask for the Buzz discount now because it's there. And remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you've got low-grade product, man.
Is your yard ready for whatever Mother Nature throws your way? At Acadi's Touch Landscaping, we make sure it is. Whether it's weatherizing your flower beds for the seasons ahead, building strong retaining walls to prevent erosion, or installing French drains to keep water where it belongs, we've got you covered. And when it's time to elevate your outdoor space, we build custom decks perfect for relaxing or entertaining. Call 501-794-2770 to transform your yard into a space you love, rain or shine. Acadi's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770, where we bring the green to your life.
First and goal. We'll see if the Hawks can get a touchdown before the game ends. Jackson's in the gun. KJ gets the snap. Pressure coming. Fires it into the end zone. Platt's there. It's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas. Jaden Platt from 8 yards out with 16 seconds to go.
All right, welcome back once again to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott. I'm Randy Rainwater. All right, this is Cam Ball. I left out Cam a moment ago. Cam Ball and Mike Washington.
He came in with confidence. He'd tell you the first thing I told him was, let God lead the way. And, that's exactly what he did. So he came in with confidence and played with confidence.
Cam, last 3 drives of the second half, you guys hold them to just 3 points in bad field position, and they come out after halftime and kind of find their way again. What changed for the defense from those 2 points?
I just felt like we came out, real sluggish after the first half. We probably let it get to our heads of how we did on those last couple drives, and didn't keep the main thing, and really just, it wasn't good coming out that halftime for us.
What do you think of Arch's day, his scrambling ability, getting the ball downfield?
Yeah, he's real elusive. He's a good quarterback. We knew that coming in. to this game, and he used his legs a little bit more to make plays and to extend plays more. So Arch is a good quarterback. Hats off to him.
Yeah, Cam, just to follow up on Arch, did you think he was more elusive today than he had been in previous weeks, or did this kind of match what you've been seeing?
We knew going into the game, that he was mobile, he can move, he can run. He wasn't their average quarterback. He was. But today I do feel like, he did, get out the pocket a little more. Sometimes we did get pressure and we did get back there. We just didn't finish it. So he had more time to escape and more time to extend plays.
Mike, you've been a real workhorse the last couple games. How do you feel with that many carries?
I feel good. I've been able to adapt to it. And it's really, from the trainers, being able to get in the trainer room and, get the treatment I need and then preparing me for the game. So.
You went over 1,000 today. Just any thoughts about it? That's a big milestone.
Well, yeah. First and foremost, I wouldn't be here, without God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Secondly, the O line, without them blocking and moving, the D line, I wouldn't be at 1,000. And third, coming here, I had a lot of comments, regarding me being a 2-star, regarding me not being SEC caliber, and I remember every single comment that was said to me, and to motivate me all throughout the season. So, I really want to thank those people too.
That touchdown run where you ran smack over Tav. How did that feel?
It felt good. It felt good. It felt real good. It gave me like a boost of adrenaline. Yeah.
Cam, Petrino was just in here talking about maybe the message going into next week, senior day and everything. As a senior, do you feel a responsibility maybe to make sure that message lands home over the next week as you guys get ready to face Missouri?
Yeah, I do. And just keeping the team together for this last week and making sure no one checks out. We still have one game. Anything can happen. At this point, it's been not even at this point. We're playing for pride, and, we want to send the seniors out the right way. We have a lot of seniors in that locker room who deserve to go out with a bang.
What would it mean to you if you're able to beat Missouri?
That don't mean the world to me. I treat it like my Super Bowl, man.
Cam, what was the feeling like when you guys were able to stop the deep passes right before halftime and then Texas just starts it right back up again?
When we, made the adjustments to stop the pass, it was good. We had a lot of energy, a lot of confidence going into the locker room. We just came out sluggish, man, and we couldn't, just revert back to what we did in the first half.
On the other side, did they make any adjustments to being able to get that up and running again?
I want to say they did a lot more, screens, a lot more trying to initiate the run, and then they just started, just spreading it out and just taking shots here and there.
What did you see from Talon with KJ going in there? You say much?
He spoke to KJ. Obviously, letting him know like he's gonna be good. He's gonna do good out there. He kept his head up. So yeah.
Guys, appreciate you.
And that was Cam Ball, along with Mike Washington. I know, Mark, you never like. I always start talking about statistics.
I know that's where you're going, Randy.
I don't even know why I ever send this stuff to you. I guess just so you can delete it. But here is if there is one statistic that is either the biggest joke or the biggest fallacy, I'm not sure which way you want to look at it. Do you realize in 6 of the 9 losses, Arkansas has had more total offense than their opponent? 6 of the 9. They've had more total offense. That was the case again today.
Yep.
Arkansas 512 total offensive yards compared to 490 for Texas.
Yep.
And I know what some will say, you got 200 yards of garbage total offense when the game was really over. Got garbage points. Okay. then the other one that, and I've always thought, if I control the ball, time of possession, if I have more time, then that should be, you'd think, a deciding edge. I haven't even forwarded these to you for today's game. I will probably sometime tonight, just for the fun of it. But you realize possession time, Arkansas, 34 minutes, 17 seconds compared to Texas with 25 minutes and 43 seconds. So then you want to go to the drive chart.
There you go.
And that's when the rubber meets the road. Because
one play drive, 3 plays.
Exactly. Those are 3 plays, a minute 43 in possession time, right. And then you had a 7-play drive that may have chewed up 6 minutes, and you came up empty. You didn't get anything out of it.
Yep.
So yeah, I just love, you know me. We've been doing this together for a long time.
We have, buddy.
And so
it's fun to see it, not paying out though, right?
Occasionally you'd like to, you just like to see something positive.
That's amazing though, Randy. 512 yards of offense.
Yeah.
Wow. And you end up scoring, 37 points. Again, a lot of it's garbage, like you said. But, moving the football and even scoring points, on a very few occasions, except for a very couple occasions, that has not been the issue with Arkansas. It's not even the turnovers, Randy. It's the timely or timely or lack of timeliness of the turnovers, and Arkansas making these key turnovers. Momentum killers, drive killers, and then not getting turnovers. That's another thing.
Not getting them is
right.
At times is as critical.
It is.
As your team turning the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a follow-up on the example that I was talking about. Texas, first possession, 4 plays, 81 yards, a minute 35. Second possession, 10 plays, 75 yards. At least they did work for it. 5 minutes and 2 seconds, touchdown. Third possession, 5 plays, 75 yards, a minute 43 in possession time, touchdown. Finally forced them into a punt, Texas, in the second quarter with 7:24 left to play in the half. That was 3 plays for 4 yards, 38 seconds. I remember those 3 straight pass attempts. Second quarter, Arkansas forced again another punt. 8 plays, 43 yards, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Then, were you as confused? I'm still confused. I heard what Coach Petrino said about the punt, that they end up giving the ball to Texas at like Arkansas's 35, and the ball landed about 3 feet, maybe at best, out of bounds.
Yeah.
And it was on the Texas side of the 50-yard line. It would have been about the 45. I understand, you go to where
the ball
ball
goes out, crosses the line.
Crosses the line.
Boundary, yeah.
That was marked. That was about a 15 or 20-yard difference.
Yeah.
I really thought maybe 10 yards that they would have taken off of the punt. But anyway, that led to a field goal right before the end of the first half. Texas took over the Arkansas 35-yard line. 4 plays for 9 yards, 50 seconds, but they kicked the field goal to go in at halftime. Texas did. Second half, 5 plays, 75 yards. They took the opening kickoff at the second half. Texas did. 5 plays, 75 yards, 228. Next possession. This is after the interception. 7 plays, 38 yards, 2 minutes, 36 seconds. And then their final touchdown was 5 plays, 75 yards, 1 minute, 28 in possession time. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yep.
What did you used to tell me all the time? Statistics are for losers.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what you used to always tell me?
You know, Randy, they just don't always tell the story, do they? You know?
Absolutely not. The only statistic right now, I think you can circle and draw a big circle around it. Turnovers.
TOs. Both
Turnovers.
ways, yeah. You're giving it up, not getting it back.
Mississippi State, you could easily argue the 18 penalties might have been the big stat that night. But turnover still influenced the game. All right, this is the First Security fifth quarter postgame show. Marcus Elliott, I'm Randy Rainwater. Back in a moment.
For the next couple of months, I've decided to start signing my name Craig Genesis O'Neill. Why? Because Genesis of Conway has their big signature event going on now. You visit and pick out your Genesis, GV70, GV80, or G70, and the greatest car you've ever been in will be yours for 1.99% interest for 60 months. Then it's your signature that proves what they say. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
I know where you should go if you're really hungry. The Wood Grill Buffet in Benton. This is DJ Williams. You'll love all the choices they have with 300 items on that buffet. Meats, salad bar, veggies, sides, and even a huge dessert bar. You can pig out or just get a salad and veggie if you want to go a little lighter. The Wood Grill Buffet is at the Congo exit in Benton. It's open every Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner. It's comfort food at its finest.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person.
Hi, welcome in.
They're powered by smart tech and ready to do your taxes for you. Get real-time updates while you go about your day. Confident your taxes are done right. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. NYC opening soon. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppables beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
He's a world champion arm wrestler and one of QC Kinetics' most outspoken advocates. When Monster Mike Todd severely injured his bicep, doctors recommended a career-ending surgery.
Well, I definitely was never going to do that because I'm a competitive athlete.
And he didn't have to, because the QC Kinetics Little Rock medical team jumped into action, treating the damage using Mike's own orthobiologics. No need for surgery.
I think QC Kinetics was a huge help in my recovery. The percentages were that I would never make it back to this level.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments have helped transform, relieve, and restore thousands of patients with injuries and joint pain.
There's a pretty good chance that with under 15 weeks, I'll be competing for the heavyweight world title. Yeah, so I might be 24-time world champion by the end of the year.
You got this, Mike. And for anyone listening who's dealing with joint pain, the QC Kinetics consultation is free. So give them a call today.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See shelter agents Dan Cook, Monica Reiners, or Brian Kress in North Little Rock today.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
Devin Bale will be the holder. Ashton No is the long snapper to give Arkansas an early lead. It's a good snap. Bale's hold is down. The kick's got plenty of distance, and Scott Starzyk drilled it. Starzyk from 51. And the Razorbacks, Quinn, jump out to a 3-0 lead.
You know, Mark, the only thing that's disappointing when you said something earlier positive about a kicker, that Rick was not with us, because, I mean, he would have probably passed out. Hearing that you actually had something positive.
Guys, it's come to this, Randy. I mentioned a kicker as a football player. Oh, my goodness. Something's wrong.
So are you saying you're looking for every
I'm looking for
positive that you can find, or that you believe you can find? Okay, I get this message a few moments ago, and, well, now I've got another one. Here's another one. Why is Dow Loggins never considered a candidate? I think because it's just his first year.
Where is he?
As a head coach? Where is it? App State?
Is that where he's coaching now?
I think that's right. I'm just guessing lack of experience.
Yeah, he's been around a lot, but he just hadn't been as a head coach. I just, Randy, I don't really envy an athletic director that's got to hire a program or find a program changer in today's world, in today's college football. This year there's so many open jobs, Randy. So many open jobs.
And there's going to be more in another week.
I mean, it's
when you finally get the season over.
Yep. So I don't envy these guys. I don't envy having to make that decision, but it's critical. And my thing is, okay, Virginia Tech went and got Franklin, however they got it. They got it done. So what do we see? We see him, he's not coaching Virginia Tech, but he is on television prancing around in his Virginia Tech sweatshirt, right? Getting the fans all hyped up. Well, Randy, what does that do? That impacts your NIL people. That energizes your fan base. You're getting some national exposure over this coach. Now, so here's my point. This is my whole deal with Arkansas. And maybe we just can't get in the game. But it is to the point where that old saying, if you're going to run, if you're not going to run with the big dogs, then just get on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So let's don't get everybody hyped every year and pretend like we're trying to run with the big dogs when we're really not. I don't know, because there were a lot of rumors. There were a lot of inside talk and about Franklin. I'm seriously considering Arkansas. Arkansas has fired Pittman some time ago now. You go and make that deal if that man is interested. Now, I understand you got to find NIL, but you make the deal, or else go ahead and just say, hey, and maybe that's what the AD was trying to say when he went to the touchdown club. We're going to have to get on the porch. So maybe he said it, and maybe he got his, but we got to get in the game if we're going to get in the game.
Well, that goes back to that question I asked, though, DK.
Yeah, what's it?
Do you get what you pay for?
You get what you pay for. You absolutely get what you. Even more so now. And Randy, I think it's going to continue to grow this way, right? Because we lost players when we weren't capped. We're going to be a little capped now. So evaluation is going to be even more important. But we were losing key folks when the field was even more equal. In other words, when I say equal, we weren't handicapped. Well, we were handicapped because we didn't have the funds. But at least we could have gotten the funds. We wouldn't have been restricted from getting those players we needed. This is a tough one.
Well,
but I don't think you just hire someone to hire them, Randy, and turn around and say, "Okay, we're in the game, we're in the race."
Well, okay, this is kind of where I'm leading to. Okay. I don't know where the bar is right now. I mean, when you hear these Lane Kiffin negotiations, and granted, he is in the catbird seat.
He is.
He is. I mean, he is on an island that I think only one other could have been on that island besides Lane Kiffin. That would have been Nick Saban.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And for whatever even though he hasn't won a national championship yet, even though his team has not
hadn't won the SEC, has he?
Hadn't won the SEC, has not even made the college football playoff, which they should this year. But if the numbers that they're throwing around that I've heard, at minimum $13.5 million, I've even heard upwards to $15 million for 1 year.
Wow.
Then do the math. Start adding that over 3, 4, 5, 6 years. I don't know if there's a contract right now, on the other hand, that you could write to Lane Kiffin unless it would be, you got to pay me $100 million or $50 million if you decide 3 or 4 years into your tenure at our school, now you want to go sniffing around going someplace else. And, I mean, I put a gosh awful buyout on him. But anyway, I don't know where the bar is. Okay, is $6 million? Is that kind of now where you're getting a maybe competent, maybe above competent level head coach?
$6 million? You think
$6 million? No, I'm just asking.
I don't know.
I'm just asking.
Randy, I don't know.
Because it seems like the numbers I'm hearing now that are being thrown around, it's almost a minimum of anywhere from $9 to $10 million.
I know it.
So that's one factor. But then the other factor is you get what you pay for. If your NIL resources are not that great to where you are giving that coach the 16 or so million that comes out of the original 20.7, but then you got to add probably another, at minimum, 10 to 15 million more. So,
wow.
I mean, is that? I mean, we're talking. I don't know if some of the numbers that you hear are actually accurate, but look what the booster did down at Texas Tech.
Oh yeah, no.
That roster I've heard is anywhere from $30 to $40 million.
Yeah, and they're going to get in the dance too. They'll be in the dance. So back to your question.
Or you get point, what you pay for.
Or your point you were making. That's where we are. So what happened? Texas Tech, because who was that coach? Was he all that great shakes? Tell me. I mean,
he didn't look at it
so
that particular night.
Exactly. So what happened? They decided they were going to get off the porch and get players. Now we can get a no-name. We can get a no-name, and maybe that's the strategy, Randy. I don't know. And it doesn't. I'm not caring about the name. I am caring about the leadership and somebody that knows the game of football, both sides of the ball, knows what it takes to win, knows what it's going to take to win in this league for a program like Arkansas. Like Lane Kiffin knew what it was going to take at Ole Miss for Ole Miss to compete in this league, and he went and got it, went and did it. We need that, okay? Because Lane came from Florida International or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm not.
No, Florida Atlantic.
Florida Atlantic. Not worried about name. I do want to make sure we got somebody that knows this game of football, how it needs to be played at Arkansas, the discipline, the technique on both sides of the ball, and can we support that person with the money to get his type of players, right? Doesn't have to all be, because you can't tell me Vanderbilt. But Randy, I don't know if there's a more impressive story, maybe in college football in decades, than what Vanderbilt is doing. That is a good, borderline dominant football team, and they do not have the talent to be that way. It's amazing. But they are so well coached. They play so smart. They play with such good fundamentals, discipline, and technique. And yes, they don't make mistakes. People don't hear mistakes are coaching. Lou Holtz used to always say, a coach's job is to correct the mistakes before they happen. Not when they happen or after they happen, before they happen. That's coaching. That's a coach's job. Well, Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech, all these coaches, Texas A&M, what they did over there, that's what they do.
Okay, I'm going to give you the break to think about it. You're going to come up with a number. You're going to come up with a number for the next head coach, salary-wise. And you're going to come up with an NIL number for the next coach. This is the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Stay with us.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811, brought to you by Common Ground Alliance.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
With Progressive, renters can save on protection for the things that make your place yours, even things that don't make sense to everyone.
People always wonder why I don't get rid of my guitar since I never play. But it's like, what if I actually end up taking lessons? Sure, I've had it for 8 years, but if I get rid of it, then what will my New Year's resolution be next January?
Exactly. So bundle your renters and auto and save with Progressive and protect the things that make sense to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms and conditions.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-317-2277. That's 800-317-2277.
At Bank of America, we asked our teammates, what makes this company a great place to work?
There's very little that you can't accomplish working for Bank of America.
If you prove yourself, you can try over in a totally new way.
You can learn so much here. You're the owner of your career.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison. And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing it in the car during the holidays.
I do love that. We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Everyone from 1 to 116 would love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Share the nuggets, share the joy. Order the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Check out the new clothing at Bell & Sword in Conway. A new cricket polo with Razorback logo, button-downs, vests, sweaters, slacks with UCA or Arkansas gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. Great staff, fantastic service. Bell & Sword, the only Central Arkansas men's store with a tailor on staff to fit you. So go now to Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
This just in. There's a report out of the North Pole that Santa will not be in a sleigh this year. He has a new GV80 that he bought during the signature event at Genesis of Conway. According to a spokesman, it was the big offer that did it. The GV70, GV80, or G70 at 1.99% interest for 60 months. As for the reindeer, they'll be given 5 years off. A visit to Genesis of Conway, and you too will believe. The future of luxury today.
Is your yard ready for whatever Mother Nature throws your way? At Acadi's Touch Landscaping, we make sure it is. Whether it's weatherizing your flower beds for the seasons ahead, building strong retaining walls to prevent erosion, or installing French drains to keep water where it belongs, we've got you covered. And when it's time to elevate your outdoor space, we build custom decks perfect for relaxing or entertaining. Call 501-794-2770 to transform your yard into a space you love, rain or shine. Acadi's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770, where we bring the green to your life.
The Razorbacks played him within 4 at the break. Texas breaks it open in the second half, though, and the Longhorns have beaten Arkansas. Bobby Petrino and Steve Sarkisian make their way to midfield. A 28-point second half by Texas has propelled them to their 8th win of the season. Hogs drop to 2-9. Longhorns win it 52-37. Our final score in Austin.
And welcome back as we put the final touches on this First Security fifth quarter postgame show. Marcus Elliott. I'm Randy Rainwater. I said right before the break, so I've given you this time to come up with your budget, and let's see if you want to either be a contender or a pretender.
Well,
so Mark, what? Give me your range.
So here's the deal, and you helped me out, Randy. You helped me out and gave me what you thought were some of the ranges. So I'm just going to add it up real quick. I think they're about 5-6 positions they got to have in a big-time way from an NIL standpoint. So I'm going to go get me a $4 million quarterback. I'm going to get me a $1 million left tackle. I'm going to get me two $1 million edge people. And I'm going to pay me another $1 million for two-gapper inside defensively. Shoot. I need to spend another $3 million on my secondary. Got to go get it. And I need me a running hit linebacker. I'm going to pay $7 for him. Oh, boy, but I need some help on that line.
Boy, that cash register is spinning.
Ooh. Randy, you really have to have about to revamp this program in a hurry, you need about 30, 35 million NIL.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 25, 30 million NIL you to start. You really do. Don't know if you can do that.
All right, so now that you're talking 30, 35 million NIL for 1 year,
yeah,
and that has to be repeated.
That's the other thing.
Has to be repeated year after year after year. This is not just a one-season commitment. If you're going to make it work, you got to do it every year now.
Well, it's a commitment.
Every year. All right, how much? How much, and who are you expecting to get? How much are you willing to spend on this next head coach?
Randy, that's why you needed to get Franklin, because he's getting paid. His exit deal.
Well, that one's gone. So
he's gone.
You can
Man, I need to find another one.
Who is? Who's your who's your prospect?
Kelly. What? Brian Kelly. He's getting paid too, so maybe he'll come cheap. Just get back in the game. I don't know. But listen, Randy, he rounded up some talent down at LSU. He didn't coach it too well.
But he was also coaching at LSU.
I know it. I don't know, Randy.
6.5? 7.5?
So I think
8.5?
I think if you're going to spend that, 25, 30 million on NIL, I think you can go get you a little up-and-comer that knows football, that has demonstrated they can coach. But I think you got to spend, I think you got to spend 7, 8 maybe to go get that guy. But you can't miss, Randy. You cannot. That's the thing. You set this program.
Well, it's already
It's already back.
It's already. Sorry,
You're right.
How much further back can you set it?
Well,
the only danger of any reach is if it does backfire.
Oh.
And you've gone out to get all these resources.
Disaster.
And what's the booster going to say? I got burned this last time.
Thank you. I'm throwing good money after bad.
Yeah. Why
am I investing in this?
But maybe there is. That's the question. How much are you willing to spend to maybe get that home run hire? And who is the home run hire?
And so that's the challenge. So back in the past, you could take a chance on, let's think about what Frank Burroughs did. Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz was coming off of North Carolina State. Then he went to what? The Jets? Did he come to Arkansas from the Jets, or did he go to Jets? Okay. Came to Arkansas from the Jets because he didn't like pro ball. Frank saw it, but you can take. So that wasn't that didn't win the day. That didn't win the press conference. But Frank knew he had a coach. Ken Hatfield came from Air Force. Houston Nutt came from Murray State. So you can take. Back in the day, you could take a chance, Randy, but there was not this much at stake, right? It's a whole new ball game today. You almost have to get somebody that can mobilize, because you keep saying it, Randy, and I think this is a huge point. It's not a one-year deal. You got to be ready to commit whatever you're going to pay. You got to start out like you can hold out. Whatever you say you're going to pay, you got to be ready to pay that for the entirety of this leadership's tenure, whatever that contract is. That's another thing. How long is the contract? What is the buyout? That's a lot.
I mean, are you in 4 years pretty much standard anymore?
I don't know. You know more than I.
Well, I'm just saying, 4-year contracts.
Sounds good to me.
And usually you start to take whatever juncture that you're going to fire this coach. How many years you got left? You can start doing the math.
Yeah.
And I know in some cases you can write percentages in if you've won this percent of games or you lost this percent of games, whatever it may be. Okay, we're going to say so long and good night. Thank you again for tuning in tonight to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show for Marcus Elliott, Trey Shapp. I'm Randy Rainwater. Have a great rest of the weekend. Yeah, let's do it. Next week, next Saturday, Missouri. That'll be our final First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Have a great rest of the weekend. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the First Security Bank Fifth Quarter on the Buzz Radio Network. This broadcast has been brought to you by First Security